True friendship is candid. In the last chapter, we saw that true friendship is going to require some work. And today we're going to go into a bit more detail about what some of that work will look like. It seems like we're in an age where we are not so determined to see the best in others as we once were. You don't have to look far to see people jumping to a fence. Simple comments can be twisted and be understood in the worst possible way. Differing opinions are heard as personal attacks. And one of the consequences of that kind of culture is that we are reluctant to be open and vulnerable with others. I suspect Satan is very happy about this. How can we possibly grow together if we're not able to really know one another? How can we encourage each other at a heart level if we have no idea what's actually going on in the hearts of our brothers and sisters? Once again, we find the wisdom of God in the book of Proverbs is so helpful for us. In chapter 27, it says, "Faithful are the wounds of a friend." And then in chapter 29, it says, "Whoever flatters his neighbor is spreading a net for his feet." I want you to imagine you're in a cafe sitting near a businessman. He's just about to go to a very important meeting where he's going to give a presentation. He has just eaten a cream cheese bagel and there is a lump of cream cheese on the side of his mouth that he is unaware of. Now, of course, it might be slightly embarrassing for him and for you if you have to go up to him and tell him he has cream cheese on his face. But of course, it would be much more embarrassing for him to find out halfway through making his presentation. Well, the Bible is clear that in a sense, we all have cream cheese on our faces in one way or another. We have error in our lives, sin in our lives. A true friend helps us to see this and do something about it before damage is done to ourselves or others. Should we be shocked or offended to recognize that we have flaws? Some will be pretty minor, but some will be ugly and serious. And true friendship leans in loving honesty. As Robert says in the book, the greater our understanding of the Bible's teaching about the depths of human sin, the less likely we are to be shocked by the revelations of our friends' struggles, and the more we will be willing to be open with them about our own. Perhaps we could add that the greater our understanding of God's love and grace is, the more secure and open we will be about our weaknesses. How do we tend to respond to criticism? This is another example of how the gospel of the love of God in Jesus Christ really does change everything. If we are shaped by the gospel, we will not be surprised to find that we are still sinful people that need a savior. If a friend lovingly confronts us about something we have said or done, or perhaps not said or done, not only do we not need to be defensive, we can actually be grateful. We can listen carefully and consider where there may be truth in what they are saying to us. I can trust that my friend just wants to help me get the metaphorical cream cheese off my face, which I know sometimes ends up there. And they are helping me get it off before it becomes a problem. And a Christian's concern goes way further than simply trying to prevent embarrassment for someone. As Christians, our desire is to grow more and more like Jesus every day. This impacts both our counsel and the way that we receive counsel. Because we actually desire to grow in godly character, we can invite our friends' counsel, not oppose it. We can say we welcome it. And if our aim is to help our brothers and sisters grow more Christ-like, our counsel for them will not be about our preferences. It won't be emotional manipulation. Our counsel will bring the wisdom and the love of God to them through His Word, and we will continue to grow together. Let me encourage you to pray together before you have your discussion time. Perhaps you could begin by looking at the quote at the bottom of page 61 and sharing whether that is a true statement for you or not.